Wow, thank you very much. I already start, although the show didn't start yet. You say the story of the first slide, because the truth is, I opened the first Beijing Pecha Kucha night. It was the first Peking Pecha Kucha night, where I also stand like now, very nervous, and even less nervous in that time, because tonight I'm really nervous. I'm talking for a home audience. And the home audience here is the Chinese audience, where I started to do workshops, where you can see also on the table there's Holland drawn, and there's a little windmill, because I'm bringing a little bit of the recycling culture and the idea we use to the Chinese students, the art in Beijing. I'm thinking I'm doing something wrong with the sound. This is one of the students, Peng Chong. She invented some products right here where you can sit on, where you can use the McDonald's bags, and it's even into the idea of antique Chinese jewelry, and up to the right, because that's my assignment, to make a tool, a furniture, and a jewelry within 4 weeks. And we all make it from a waste center, so we go search into the airport waste center, and we find materials most of the students never saw before. And then we start to design really new stuff, also from your personal waste, it doesn't matter. But we make a whole exhibition, and this year we had the honor to go even into the Panasonic Center, the environmental center in Beijing, and we were able to do this exhibition in a conference hall. That's why you see this difficulty in the lighting. You hear something completely different now, because this is a part where I start to introduce the lecture I actually want to give. It's the art space Rondel I want to talk about tonight. It's an art space here in Maastricht, a very young one, where I try to invite international artists to come and do a typical Dutch thing, which is called broedplaats, and I cannot very well translate that. So it's an idea to use also materials from the NIE, for example, from the Architect Institute, from other art institutes, to make new artworks and to use all this material. Just like in this object where I'm using fire hose. This is fire hose turned into ladies' fashion. And actually I'm selling them as well, because people really like them. And I'm very happy about that, because that makes it possible to also make a chair in the left, and the wallet, and the computer bag, and the backpack. That one is quite brand new. And I try to market it with the phrase, "Get hot with cool fire hose." Yeah. Something completely different is this picture, where I didn't, or where I'm working right now on. It's about a sound tour into the Klankenbos in Neerpelt, which is also a very interesting place. Sound forest, there are installations inside, and you can go and see and play the installations in the forest. And I'm kind of invited to make an add-on for children in Belgium, to make new instruments in this park and in this forest. So we start to open the bio-instrumenten bouw, and we try to really make string instruments and start to perform for the tree. Because I like instruments a lot, and I try to turn in everything into an instrument if it depends on me. Like my room, I built, I found out the whole echo behind the cheap walls. And this is basically fantastic for an instrument, because you have your resonance body. And basically you can put, just like here, some calms and some strings on the wall. You drill some holes in the wall, and you have your guitar on the wall, or whatever you have. So here in Poland, that was the first time I was in Poland, and I could play just like here in Zurich, with own-made instruments, and sometimes with instruments, because this is a show where 10 days we make 10 instruments And in the night we perform with these instruments. So we have real short time to prepare them. Like here you see a piece of a bed, and you see a piece of a shopping system, and you can put this bass into the shopping system and you can start to bend it like this, yeah? And then you get the flexible bass, which is definitely for some bass players the worst thing you can have, but for me this is a perfect experimental instrument. And in this sense, I also try to rearrange instruments. Like this used to be an old keyboard and case where I started to change the circuits inside, trial and error. Just like this sound sample, because I planned this. It was surprising though. These are all hacked instruments, a Yoko machine, a Buddha player, a mouse, and so on. You can make sound out of. And this is something that happened right now last Saturday. It's you can even make a museum into a sound object. Basically, what we did here is that the sound is made on the tiles, and I think for a museum it's quite rocking, and I hope I can transform many more urban structures like architecture into sound. And for all the people who want to know more or would like to experience itself in the art space Rondeel, they are very much invited to come the 31st of January at 8 o'clock, where we try to transmit our own Circuit Bandit concerts all the way up to St. Gallen in Switzerland. And from there we put it in the internet, and then it goes all over the world. Thank you.